Hi, I'm Kelly and welcome to Cook Along with Us. Today we're going to be making a mince and onion pie. So the equipment that we will need today: a saucepan, a tin opener, a knife, a wooden spoon, an oven-proof dish, a chopping board or a plate, and a rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a jar or you can use a water bottle, anything like that. The ingredients that we will need: some butter, carrots, mince and onion, potatoes, and some flour.
So the first thing that we're going to do is make the pastry for our pie. So empty the flour into your pan, or you can do it in a mixing bowl if you have one. And then add the butter. I like the butter to be reasonably cold. If it's too warm, it won't hold the flour together. Once you've got all the butter in, get your hands in and just stop mixing the butter and the flour together, breaking up the butter as you go. And you want to keep mixing it together until it starts to stick together and form a ball. When it starts to look like sand, grab a glass of cold water and pour a little bit in. You can add more if you need to. But doing a little bit by little bit will make sure that it's not too wet. Add a little bit more. It's starting to come together now. Add a splash more water just for the end bit. As you can see, it's starting to stick together now. This is what we're looking for. If you've got any flour left in your bag, just shake it onto your surface that you'll be rolling your flour out onto. Grab your pastry and start rolling it out. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a water bottle. You could maybe use a glass if you're very careful. Roll out your pastry until you have enough to cover the bottom and the sides of your dish. And then remove a third of your pastry and put that aside, and that will be for the top. Take the 2/3 of your pastry and put it over your oven-proof dish, and slowly push it down to the bottom of the dish. Try to make sure that it doesn't tear, but if it does, you can always just tear a bit off and patch the hole. So we're just going to cut away the extra pastry from the side of the oven-proof dish. Try and leave as much as you can overhanging so that we can press it together and it will seal. So next we're going to empty the mince and onions into the pan. I would use the whole tin, scoop it all out into the pan. You can do it in a mixing bowl as well if you have one. Next we're going to add the vegetables. We've gone for carrots. You won't need the whole tin for this, so you can save some for another meal. As these carrots are small, I'm just going to leave them whole. If you have large carrots, then you can chop them up. Used about 10 carrots, and then I'm going to add some potatoes as well. Again, you can use as many or as little as you like. You definitely won't need to use the whole tin, so you can save that for another meal as well. Some of these potatoes are a little bit bigger than I would like, so I am going to chop these in half. You can cut them smaller or leave them whole, it's up to you. Just make sure that you don't add too many, as it needs to still fit into your oven-proof dish. So we're just going to mix it together, we don't need to put it over the heat. And then scoop it into your pastry-filled dish. Should all fit in, don't worry if it's a little bit over the top. When you put the pastry lid on, it'll keep it all in. So with your other third of pastry and some of the off-cutting, roll it out. And you want it just a little bit bigger than the top of the oven-proof dish. Pop the pastry on the top of your pie. Gently press it down, and then as we did before, cut around the edge, cut the excess off, but leaving a little bit overhanging so that we can press it together. And then using your thumbs, just push the two layers of pastry together, makes a nice crimped edge. Or if you're off cutting, so you can make a little design for the top. You could do your initials, or a shape. We've gone for a smiley face. And then just pop it in the oven. And you're ready to go.
Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed our cook along with us session today. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. Bye!